Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be telling you guys why the next update in Grand Theft Auto Online might be way more expensive than we all think. As each day goes by, there seems to be more evidence that suggests that whatever Rockstar is going to be doing next might be way more expensive than what we're used to in a typical March DLC. So really quickly, it's pretty well known that the updates that Rockstar do in the summer, so like in June and July and then December, are always their most expensive updates. Like, think about it for a second. You have Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 and 2. You have Cunning Stunt Special Vehicle Circuit, Finance and Felony. This year you have Gun Running. And then in sort of December, you get expensive updates too. The Doomsday Heist, Import-Export, Executives and Other Criminals. And it's known that in the other months, kind of in the spring and in the fall, you have your less expensive updates. I would say that GTA Online Bikers was less expensive. In March of last year, we had Cunning Stunt Special Vehicle Circuit, one of the cheapest updates of all time. In March of 2016, we actually had Lowriders Customs Classics. That was a pretty cheap DLC when all things were considered. In September of 2015, we had the Free Mode Events update, which literally added no new content you could buy. So like I said, it's safe to say that the updates in March and in August and September and October are typically way less expensive than what we see in June, July, and December. That's just the way Rockstar's gone about doing it. But I think this year in 2018, things might be different for two really big reasons. The first reason is what Rockstar is doing with free money opportunities. So let's go back even further than, when Rockstar announced the San Andreas tax refund, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Starting about 3 weeks ago, Rockstar started doling out a lot of free money for players. $250,000, $500,000, $750,000. And when that started happening, I started documenting that on a video. In fact, you can even find that on my channel. It was literally about 3 weeks ago when I started talking about that. Then, about 2 weeks ago, Rockstar introduced the San Andreas tax refund, where they were giving out $250,000 for free just for logging in, and then $1 million rebate, which is quite nice. Then after that, today, at least when I'm recording this video on the last day of February, Rockstar gave out a loyalty bonus of $1.35 million. Essentially, just for signing into the game, you got basically $20 because a $1.25 million shark card is $1.25 million. So you get about $100,000 extra. So Rockstar has been very, very generous with the money that they have been handing out to certain players. And that doesn't even seem to include the shark card bonuses that some players have been getting as well, where you can get 150% cash back, or you can get double money if you buy a shark card. So Rockstar have really been handing out nice ways to not only get free money, but also save a ton of money if you choose to end up purchasing a shark card. Then let's move on to stage number 2. Rockstar have been offering a ton of money-making opportunities in-game. And I'm not just talking about double money in RP adversary modes, things they do when new content is added to the game. They've been doing double GTA money on gun running, on bikers, on transform races, on regular stunt races, on the CEO stuff, on the bunker stuff. I mean, they have been doing so many money-making opportunities over the last 3 or 4 weeks. And each week, it's been different to reflect a different style of play, which means that Rockstar is trying to get everyone involved in the money-making aspect here. So why do I think this means an expensive update is coming soon? Well, this is something we've seen Rockstar do in the past. Always before a big, expensive update, Rockstar will always do stuff like this, where they hand out free money. They'll give you lots of nice bonuses, in-game opportunities to make money and cash. And then a big update comes out where they're hoping to drain all your wallets so that you can hopefully dive into either a shark card or seriously getting back into the game doing a ton of grinding. That's the style that Rockstar wants you to do. And if an update is coming out where there really isn't anything to buy, what would be the point of doing all this? They don't want to give people free money just for the sake of having free money. They want to give you free money in hopes that you'll spend that on something, hopefully upcoming new DLC content. So I really do believe that the next update, whenever it's going to be coming out, a lot of people have been assuming March, but at this point, we're really not sure. Rockstar hasn't said anything official. When I'm recording this video, QA beta hasn't updated. So we really don't know what is going to be happening, but I think it's going to be way more expensive than a lot of people are assuming. And if that is the case, does that kind of write off the idea of, well, it might be something revolving transform races, like a transform race doomsday circuit special or whatever the case is? So I definitely don't want to get into speculating on the theme. I've touched on that in previous videos. But another thing I want to talk about is don't spend your money, at least until we get more information from Rockstar. So as you guys know, yesterday, Rockstar released the final Doomsday Heist drip feeding vehicle, the Fister Comet SR. And I do actually recommend you buy this vehicle. It's a pretty nice car. And once again, if you are kind of struggling with that, or maybe you need a little bit of help, I am doing a shark card giveaway. I know I mentioned that in my video earlier, but I feel like this is a good opportunity to mention that. It's going on my Twitter account, so you can enter that if you want. But I wouldn't recommend buying anything more than what's on sale right now and the new vehicle. And even with that, I would still be very cautious, because what Rockstar is doing right now is they're putting a lot of awesome items on discount, whether it's facilities or properties or really fast vehicles or supercars. They're putting all these items on sales in hopes that you'll buy them, so that when the new content comes out, once again, your wallet will be more drained than normal. Thus, you'll have to resort to a shark card or ultra grinding out sort of missions and stuff on the game. So I'm curious to hear from you guys in the comments down below. How much do you think the next update is going to cost in Grand Theft Auto Online? Do you think it's going to be a relatively cheap DLC like we've seen Rockstar do in the past, in the month of March and April in 2016, 2017, even 2015? Or do you think Rockstar is going to break the trend, to break the mold, and is going to do something expensive? That's another thing I really didn't even think of, because this is really the last year of Grand Theft Auto Online being the pure focus of Rockstar Games. Would they try and focus on making everything as expensive as possible, like, grinding out as much as they can from people while Grand Theft Auto Online is still here, and while it's still the #1 focus of not only the community but also Rockstar's priority? So that's another thing to consider as well, is that 2018 might just be a completely different year for Rockstar, and everything I've said with typical March and April DLCs being less expensive might just be thrown out the window. So like I said, let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.